Okay, so we are cutting the boards for the fabric that I do. So I just get regular poster board, as you can see, from the Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, whatever you have close by. I try to spend not too much on it. And I get the foam one. I don't get the poster board that's like flexible. I got this foam one. And this is what I wrap the new fabric that I have. And it's really convenient because it makes it easier to store and to actually see what you have. So these boards are typically 20 inches wide, so I cut them in half. Okay, and then once I cut them in half, then I'll cut the slits, the like little, what I call them mini boats, so they look kind of like if I went to Joann's or a fabric store, and they're just like the mini boats. I usually write on there how much fabric I have, so this way if I only have a yard or 2 yards, so as you can see it's cut in half. And what I do is I'm just going to go ahead and just bring it down. Maybe I have an X-Acto knife, or like I got a box cutter. And I mean, you can always tape this if you want it nice and clean, but I mean, it's gonna cover fabric. So then we go ahead and measure this, and I'm gonna put my knife right there. And you can measure using a ruler or measuring tape or whatever. I have this one, and pretty much I'm just gonna measure it out, make sure what it is. So this is already roughly 24 inches here. And it should be 30, but you know, with the Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, I found that sometimes they get squished and, you know, in transit or however way. So we do right here. And it is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and roughly it's like 39 3/4, you know, so that's pretty much what it is, 39 3/4. So since it's 39 3/4, I'll go 29 3/4. I'll just go ahead and measure 30, and as you can see, this is a 5-inch board, and then this is a 6-inch board. So it's, I mean, it's only a little bit bigger by an inch. I kind of like the 5-inch boards only because they're a little smaller, and the drawer that I'm putting in is going to be laying like this or even like this. So this way they could lay flat, but roughly they're this way. And it can fit up to, I've got in 4 yards on fabric on one of these, so it's quite nice. And I even did, so you can see up in my area right here, I did a whole bunch of minis. So let me go ahead and take this one out. These are all little miniature size ones, and this one right here is 1.5 yards. I made these only because they were kind of like a 1/2 yard or 3/4 of a yard, not even a yard. So I had made these minis for like my odds and ends, and even for my bias. And this is like probably just 2, between all the ones that I made a total of 4 containers. That's 2 poster boards, which is not bad. And it's a great way to organize it and see what I have. And I kind of color coordinate. I'm very OCD, so I color coordinate my stuff. But yeah, let me go ahead and put some light here. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So it's easier. And then I just put like a little thing here. And then I usually write on here how much I got of this color and style. So if I need to order more, I could order more. But they're not going to go up on my shelf. They're actually going to go in a drawer that I ordered. It's one of those clear plastic tote like drawers. And so it'll be easy to contain. So what we're going to do is 10 inches across. So we cut them in half. And then now we're going to measure out 5 inches. So like I said, because one of them is going to be 4 3/4, almost 5. So it's going to be slightly shorter. And I could always divide it, you know, to be perfect if you wanted to. But being that this is just a storage thing, it's not something to to look aesthetically nice, but it's not to be like, you know, everything perfect. But like I said, if you wanted to tape it, you could tape it with masking tape, tape it with like washi tape, so you don't have this edge. I'll probably do that with some tape, just so it can look cleaner. But yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure out the 5 inches here. So we're going to go ahead and measure out 5 inches, and we're going to kind of cut all the way down. And we'll probably use one to measure the other boards I have. And as you can see, I bought a total of like 6 of these. So based on one, if it's 30 inches, 5 inches, that means we're going to make 6 boards per half. So that means 12 per. So if I have 6 boards, that's 72. I'm going to be able to store 72, fabrics. And if I need more, I'll go get more. But as of now, I think that should be good. And only because I'm trying to really see what I have, I realized I would go to the store and buy more fabric, and then I come home and I have either a similar fabric or a color, and I wasn't maximizing the cost. So with Joann's and Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all those stores, even fabric stores on Etsy, some of them have some really good prices, and it's a good idea to just kind of check it out. So let's go ahead and do 5 inches. And like I said, it's going to be about 4 3/4. And we're going to go ahead and get our knife, our box cutter. Remember, safety first. Okay. And just kind of do as best as you can. I know sometimes it's really hard. I know for me, I don't have as much dexterity in my right hand, so here is the first one. And as you can see, this is 5 inches. And this will be able to wrap those materials on there. So with 5 inches off, we have 6 more to cut here. And then we'll go ahead and split the other ones. And then this way it'll be easier. So yeah, that is how I've organized my fabric. Just a tidbit, for anyone who wants ideas. If you get cardboard, like, from boxes and things like that, you could do it from that too. I just have a preference. I like the foam board, and with cardboard, I didn't have a lot. So this was a good alternative. And unfortunately, I have really bad OCD, so I like things to be uniform. So if I start with cardboard, I would have kept with cardboard. Because I started with the foam board, it just made it easier. But I mean, anything that's hard like this, it will hold the shape and not bend. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Stay tuned. I'll be putting up some more tips of things that my grandma and my mom taught me, to pretty much stay organized and have a good system. Okay, talk to you later.